Assalamu alaikum. I have just completed the ghusl in the previous videos and now I am ready to remove my personal protective equipment. This is called the doffing process. It is the most important time where you have to be extra careful because infections happen during this time. You have stepped away from the deceased, you have completed the putting of the body in the casket, you have wiped the casket clean so it is ready to be picked up by the brothers to be taken for burial and janazah. First and foremost, you are still wearing your outer gloves. You are going to disinfect your outer gloves with a good strong disinfectant. This is your outer glove and that's the first thing you will do. You will completely disinfect your outer glove. After you have disinfected your outer glove, the other thing to note is remember the foot covering, the plastic foot coverings that we had. You are going to step with one shoe onto the foot covering and will rip your shoe out. You will do the same and you will rip your shoe out and discard of that. So now you will take off, so you have removed that shoe covering, you are in a clean area. If you feel that the area is not clean, just spray your shoes there and then with a spray which is recommended by the manufacturers. You will now remove the outer glove. I am going to step closer to the camera so just so you know the technique. It is very important that you don't go near the cuff or you don't touch with these hands any part of your body or the front. You will pinch the outer glove. This is a pinch technique. You will pinch the outer glove and you will roll it. Can you see the rolling? You will now, with this hand, now this is your cleaner inside glove. You will now go under the cuff, and you will now roll it out. You will touch the inside of the glove and you will dispose of it in a bin which has been lined by 2 layers of a clinical waste bin liner. These are yellow or orange bin liners and there has to be 2 layers of it there. And that will then be taken for incineration. You will now perform hand hygiene again. So again, complete hand hygiene. And now I am never going to touch the front of this apron. I am going to touch it from the back. I can touch the inside of it. I am going to rip it as best. I am rolling it so that I am not touching the inside and I will throw it in the bin. I will perform hand hygiene again. This cannot be stressed enough, hand hygiene for every step. I will now take off my visor. You can leave taking the visor off till later. You will now take off or loosen the outer gown. Yes. Normally you just rip it off. I'm not ripping it off because I may need to use this again for demonstration purposes. And I will only touch the inside of the gown. At no point will I touch the outside of this gown. As soon as I have, and then I am going to throw it in the bin. It goes in the bin. Very quickly. Again, only touching the inside. You will not touch the outside of this or the front of this. You only touch the inside. You then very quickly either shimmy yourself, you can pull from the back. You can pull from the back, you shimmy and you literally take and you step out of it. You step out of it. You step out of it with your shoes. And if you need to sit down on a chair, make sure it is a clean, absolutely disinfected chair and you take off this gown. Now I will perform hand hygiene again. After this, I will touch the outer mask and I will dispose it again, not touching the front of the mask. For the inner mask, before I touch my inner mask, I will take off my inner glove. Again, the first one was a pinch and a remove. The second is under the cuff. I have removed my gloves. I will perform hand hygiene again. This is now a time, sisters, if you are not in the vicinity of other people, if you are in a place where you have other sisters, then I recommend keep this mask on for a bit longer. If you have left the whole area and you are just about to leave, wear your coat and grab your bag, you should then only remove this mask and then straight away put on another mask. Even before you touch this mask, I would recommend that you either have not just hand gel, you have washed your hands thoroughly up to the elbows with soap and water and a good scrubbing action before you touch this second mask. You can leave it on because sometimes the ghusl facilities are not near the facilities of a bathroom until you can reach that facility, and it is only then you can go and remove this mask. If you do not have such a facility, I recommend you perform hand hygiene, don on another pair of gloves, a pair of clean gloves, and then you remove this mask. I will do that now. Again, only touching, not the front of the mask, only touching the back of the mask and straight away disposing it off in the clinical waste bin. These masks should never be used again. They are going straight into the bin ready for the incinerator. I hope this has been useful. Please be careful and remember that protection first and foremost is from Allah. So you have to read your protection du'as. Bismillahillazi la yadurru ma'a ismihi shay'un fil ardi wa la fis sama wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Read that 3 times throughout your donning process, throughout the process when you are removing your PPE, and give yourself in the protection of Allah. May Allah keep us all safe and protected, and may Allah help us perform all these obligatory rights that we have as a fard kifaya to help out the ummah in this extremely distressing times. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.